That ability naturally draws me into cases just like, what? I'm a freaking analyst, but my abilities don't derive from that.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked in the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... whoever the master assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all had to be the work of the mastermind in intent. So this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use their class child to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right? You're right, that is a contradiction, and it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class child to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words...
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's true identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
That's right.
About what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair. That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Indeed.
Make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair, and that is our real enemy. Pain of a junk food junkie. Bit ironic since it ended with... and there's just as many surviving students as there was before. Thanks, Alter Ego. Yeah, I know, we got that. The ultimate despair, a group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people from... right now.
Anyway...
Oh. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got?
That's right. It's true. Indeed.
And now we can get out of here, let's go. We were finally free, but there wasn't even time because of the fire. Let's go on. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death.
Hey.
It's a pity now. It's a pity Kyoko's not in front, because then I can just imagine that. Don't look. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family has always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So, because we take pride in it.
Indeed.
Right? A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Who remembers that? We stand neutral in all things. And to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed and we do what we must to protect it because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains... If I came here when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you've been reunited after...
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it? I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? Last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself. But apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future, but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there's a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him. If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name, so every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell is that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know, he had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. But there's one thing. One thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to move him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, you just can't come out like that. Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No. Is blood really enough to call someone family? Well, no, because that's basically saying everyone from the same blood group is just one big family. Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond, so instead, I said nothing.
Indeed. That's right.
Looks like we're back. I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gone out there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favour. Oh yeah. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
And let's just get a concrete answer.
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with the escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out, and it's not like we can run away. And she said that she pointed at nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying, rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now. Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean? Yes. I mean, I'm breaking the fourth wall because she said that to Miyake, Hiro, and Hina. Oh, and Toka. Forgot there were still four of them. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'd be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help us with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym. Let's get going. Well, is that from being an Ultimate Lucky Student, or was that from them linking Alter Ego to the school network?
Well now.
Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Mikao's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are you really going to be okay? You're supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help?
What?
So if I did, what will you do? If the guilty parties exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule, so now I've got to punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything.
Right.
Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to, huh?
However...
But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that? Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. But could you never imagine that in that position, one person would protect another like that?
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However...
But then, there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery, Alter Ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could control even after you killed me? Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blacking is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the blacking is me and not Makoto? And you can prove this, right? No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
That doesn't matter.
Not really right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find
That's
some.
right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type. If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run away and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so loved to inspire.
However...
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our heart.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said was actually exactly right. Despair can never kill hope.
Hey.
Of course you can't say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. You want to end the despair
That's what we have to do.
Then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours? To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations and show
It's time for one last showdown.
It's time
One
for
final battle between Hope... Hey.
Well, that'll make for a proper climax, wouldn't you think? Fair trial, one last showdown, no worse. This would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, or the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting. Are you friends with Teddy? Barry?
What's wrong?
I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes.
In other words...
Does that mean
You guys!
the mysteries.
I can barely.
It's true.
You got.
Listen to me.
We've uncovered every last truth. How will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when the class trial is
What's
held.
wrong?
I remember that for sure.
Hey.
So what? I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. Huh? Muco's trial is no exception to this part of the regulation? What could that have to mean if I ever killed Muco?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why you got quiet?
Now I'm. Hey.
I'll get coffee.
Hey,
I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Yes, instead of Koto
However-
losing his life, it seems at this rate, the mastermind is going to be losing theirs.
so because
So when was it that the mastermind let their guard
So-
down? I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? He said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast the school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said
Listen.
that. And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
indeed,
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull
However-
off. And yet somehow, the mastermind was able
in
to do
other
it.
words,
Well, think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason
so
they had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other.
it
You only
would
to show the world.
seem-
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations are designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed
in
anyone.
other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But
Correct.
why? To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope,
that's right.
And for those of us who represent... What the fuck am I talking about? Hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. So what, turn Hope's Peak Academy into Despair's Peak? That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group, whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us
Makoto.
suffer? I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
very least.
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed,
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
right.
But that's Mukro. So instead, they tried to use class trial following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. That didn't
It's
work.
true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. He attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. When that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in
In
perfect
other
form.
words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your
However-
challenge? Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue. In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
whew,
But it looks like I got it right. This time at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanour is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Too true. Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
however,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is have another chance to fight. We have to win this time. Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win. But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
however. Anyway, shall we go?
Yep. Only difference being, instead of 5 against 1, it is now 6 against 1. Oh wait, what is it? And suddenly we were greeted with you again. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limits. And you for some 61. Jeez, what the
However-
heck? I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah!
Is that Makoto?
Yep.
You guys!
It is! There's
Yep.
no two ways about it. That's...
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just
Hey, I'm the
asking
one
to
thing
make
keeping you
sure,
alive
but
at this
you're
point.
not a ghost, right?
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto, he smells like... Well, yeah, I was in a dumpster for quite some time. Get away, shoot. And then flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
Yes.
Explain what? But is it okay that you...
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class. Last class
In other
trial?
words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you. Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
that's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Mukuro spotted the trap in time and did what he had
However-
to stop it. Whereas the decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you
You
say?
spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
However,
by executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules stated that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? Looks like it. They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of last trial. When you said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you're referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain this again later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. Well, there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah, for us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
Oh god, fucking voice break. You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh,
Everyone? Hey, you said you can agree to those terms without talking to me. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemies now, so if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries, but then... Sorry about that. But then again, one of them might be another mole. That's what I thought too at first, until Monokuma gave us that little hint to it. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's the hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began when 16...
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words...
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko said, then the mastermind would have had to step foot into school, right?
In other words... That's right.
Another 16. You've all got alibis and it was just staged. You say the mastermind is one of them?
No way!
You can't be serious. That's exactly what I just said. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us. There's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high school. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious? Anytime Monokuma was acting?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right,
Then maybe
right?
Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and action beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking, just... That might be true, but...
You've all probably...
How very magnanimous of him to knock all
That's
rooms.
fine.
Time for talk is done, no? I was planning on working...
In the name of my family. Goodbye.
Master! He didn't take me with him!
Hey,
Do you blame him? Without Master, there's me like coffee and cream. She just says that casually, just... So bye.
Indeed.
you know?
Just a second!
Wait, I'll come...
How about that?
What about you?
But...
I mean, it's not that...
Cause, I mean...
You have been useful. You just... But up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and no one else. Yeah, but sometimes you've used your own intuition. You've not had to rely on other people. You're not useless. If you haven't been there, I would have died. Exactly. That's really nice of you. But still, I know I'm mostly being totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that will help us all get out of here. That's why she's my favourite. Okay, see you later. Indeed. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right,
However,
Kyoko?
So then.
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list.
Correct. Makoto.
Headmaster's room, biolab. This really is not the best time to get Monokuma coins. In a place like this, I can't bring myself to.
Correct. Indeed.
Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about it. Oh yeah, interacting with this back here.
So, indeed.
The terminal.
Indeed. However, it's true. Whew. It would seem. However, in other words,
the password could be something Kyoko would have thought.
what?
What about your name? Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her.
Well, hey,
Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not have been in the room. I may as well not even have been in the room. The gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual.
Makoto.
Be careful, Mako. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably.
It
Huh?
would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be able to see. Wait, so you're not seeing
Anyway.
it? Just don't scream or anything, okay? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Try not to scream. 30 seconds later, it screams.
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you not? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones. But it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it was his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy. My father. Huh? What about
Correct.
him? What you found in the body? In the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? But hold on, how can you know for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game was 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it didn't take much to assume that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Oh no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. He said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? Would she really have given up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder.
Hey,
It's fine, check wherever you want. Are you sure? Okay then.
well... Now...
Man, this picture. It's all faded, it must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko?
Why would you...
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this? So what do you expect me to do now? And I was right, it's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here, and now he's abandoned me again, and this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Yep.
Hey. Because... In other words... It would seem...
Can I ask you a favor? A favor,
So-
what is it? I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only convene you.
Hey. Correct. Just... Anyway...
Yeah. Facing the past is one of the hardest things you can do. Heck, it was only about 2 weeks ago I was able to do it. I took the emergency handbook and I'm now across the card reader, and this thing, there's just one thing, some kind of pocket. It looks like a girl's handwriting. I know there's a space there, you know. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook. I saw something familiar. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in the communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. The future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. He has used the term hope a lot. So that's what my father had to say to me. And I thought Nagito from Danganronpa 2 was obsessed with hope. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew it. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the line here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? No idea, because... Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Hero, you can tell from the crystal ball. Yep, Yasuhiro Hagakure. wait, no. Kyoko needs to be alone. That freaking music. Indeed,
Yeah.
agents.
But... I mean...
Oh, I'm worried it's gonna blow up, so you open it. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Ah, wait, let me take cover first. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. No, it's not an explosion, thankfully.
Huh?
Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Why is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? I think we'd probably freak out if you saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Does that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna stop. Hold on! You can't just whatever something like this. Or it's too late. And who was the one who was being subconscious about the door probably exploding?
Huh?
Ah, did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Yeah, I probably would be. I'd probably be under the desk. Well, not scared, but... to... Is that Monokuma? Hey! No, that's Hina.
What? Say what? Hello. Found it. Too bad.
Whoa, hey Mako, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controlled Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from... No words.
Hey,
Kyoko's feels right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school the whole time, right? I guess that'd have to be true, but if that is true... What's wrong, Mako? I don't like that face you make. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is that nothing? Oh well, it's just, this is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they're self-traps or something. Can't say it's impossible, but I really hope it's not true. So like, you'll leave soon? There's still loads of other places to check out. Ah, the door! It just locked on its own! What? My hand shot to grab the doorknob. You said there were no restrictions. You just broke that rule.
Just a second.
Hey!
This is why she's my favourite character as well. It's for your benefit, because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Pretty sure people that would rather have a walking tour.
Yep.
Giant turnip as a mascot.
Yes! You're a liar!
That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly why I would stay on standby.
Too bad.
Most likely.
Huh? Sorry.
If there's one thing I'm good at, is keeping my body. Yeah, you go ahead and do that.
You got it.
I mean, on this, that's why I would. No, that's why I would stay in there. But yeah, just substitute donuts for cream soda, and you pretty much got me in a heartbeat. I'm a character cheat. What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78, Student Registry. It contains profiles for all of us and Muko.
So in other words...
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Muko's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, I also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers, there can be no doubt Muko was a student here at Heroes Peak Academy just like the rest of us. Muko Ikusawa, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems like Kyoko's in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? Talking about when she stole it. Getting even tearing the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page?
So in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Muko that we didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? Well, since I've just recently left college, yes. It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I didn't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting... I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Muko reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close to just our village. So it's not... enough, but... No, it's not. Unless they've got... her there because him instead of Iowa. Anyway, God. Names like that I can't pronounce. That's why I call her Hina.
What?
What's wrong, Muko? Huh? You seem to be lost in thought, boy. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and even this survives. Are you in love? Are you in love with her? Or what? Are you asking me? You think I'm some sort of love guru? What do I think? Are you asking me like if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance bodies are actually neutral? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but I wouldn't have
It's
to
all
confirm,
clear
right?
now.
Well, yeah, it could be a different... He's got a point, it could be a different body being used, because none of the corpses have actually... Hey, life, you seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well.
In other words,
If I listened to you, I'd be dead. That was thanks to Kyoko, now how can be out alive? Is there anything useful?
What do you want?
No.
What's your...
Well, yeah, first 9 years of my life is practically despair. Loving the fact that he mentions it being cold and I've got my fan on. I've got a lamp which generates a lot of heat. Oh, the garden. Yes, it's in the morgue. asked this before, what this is. You didn't notice a small detail like that? What? Most likely.
I am Monaco.
Oh yeah! Sakura, Hifumi, Sayaka, Miku, Junko. Honestly feels weird. Wait, so... No. It was weird seeing Hina, Toko and Chihiro in natural uniform.
What are you gonna do?
You know, that picture actually reminded me of my school days. Don't know if it's the fact that I went from wearing uniform to tracksuits, or what. The only one who was actually in his normal attire is actually Hiro in that picture. Apart from Kyoko, Celeste, Hiro, and Byakuya, it actually feels weird seeing everyone in a suit. Oh, and speaking of which, let me know in the comments which Danganronpa character you compare yourself most to. I say compare most because, well, there might be more than one you like, but the one which you can relate to most, that's what I mean. me, I'd say it's Hina. Both short-tempered, both always inathletic here. Only difference being that. First off, I'm a boy. Second, my eyes are brown. Third, my hair's darker, sort of a dark blonde, light brown colour. And when I'm angry, my voice just gets a lot darker instead of shakier. Still nothing on freaking. Give me your donuts! Cream soda's a lot better. It's a much better energy and emotion stimulant. I was looking at the body. I knew she'd be back. I knew Jill would be back. Peach, you got scissors? The tiger has claws, don't forget. She's basically discount Harley Quinn.
I'm on
Right. Makoto. Indeed. Listen. It would seem I knew it. Indeed. It would seem... Anyway, Makoto. Listen. It would seem... I see. So...
Freaking call it! I need the bodies for being kept up here.
Makoto. So then...
And Byakuya is still in the background, still looking frustrated.
Because...
Maybe you should have just mentioned the picture?
Indeed. Indeed. In other words...
Yeah, I'm an analyst, but I can never become a detective.
Hey. So... Indeed. Indeed. And? So then... Why? So then...
Ah yes, and the fact I will have darker tie.
What? So... Indeed. I see. And? Why is that? Because... What? If that's true... Makoto. Makoto. In other words... However...
Well, what I was hoping to end the episode, well not now, but at the class trial, I'm gonna have to end it here. If you enjoyed it, hit thumbs up and subscribe, and farewell. Also, remember to put in the comments which Danganronpa character you would say you're most like. I'll put my reasoning in the next video because I did a bit vague